So this is a package of 10 unassembled frames. It comes with a brief diagram about each part. Of course, the invoice and a pack of nails that we use to put together the frames, and the frames component, button bars, side bars, and spread button top bar. First, we'll mark the top and bottom bars for drilling them to set up vertical wires as well as horizontal. For the horizontal wires, they come pre-drilled, so that is not a problem. So notice that the active it's about 17 inches. If I recall correct, we'll divide this in three almost equal parts. Would be 5 and 5/8, so somewhere in the middle, and another one of 5 inches and 5/8, again in the middle, and in between them we'll have 5 and 5/8. We'll do the same thing with the top bar. So we'll set up 5 and 5/8 at the edge, and by eye we'll aim for the middle. Another 5 and 5/8, and again somewhere in the middle. Okay. Now we can mark. So also to assemble them, we'll drill a hole in this area to drive a nail for the side parts that will come right in here. You can see. So, okay. And the same thing down here. Somewhere in at the half distance of 3/8, which is this the thickness of this groove, and we'll do the same with the bottom bar here and around here. Okay. Now it's time to drill some holes.
So before frame assembly, we'll drill some holes to avoid wood splitting, and also another couple of holes in the top bar and bottom bar for 2 extra vertical wires to increase the comb stiffness, mostly for honey extraction.
Yeah, the nails, and by that on they're quite surprised to have another kind of nails. So these would be small nails for wire ends, and a bit larger nails for the assembly of the frame. Something like these ones. Okay, so first we'll drive some nails, put the wire in the top bar. Notice only two, so we'll need only actually two vertical wires. So another one here. Okay, this one I want to go straight, and get a wood, so we'll use a fire. Get it out. Get another one that's not as stubborn. This one don't have to be all the way in. Okay, now we'll set up the frame just like this, and you see they're pretty tight, and okay, the bar with the groove inside. Okay, and just make sure that the sidebars are all in. And we'll take one of the top ones. Put it right here. You can use a corner to make sure that we'll get close to a right angle. Hold it. Okay. Same thing here. Again, can just hold right angle. And even we'll repeat the same thing on top. Very fine mounting. Yeah, it's pretty good. A couple of nails. And can set up some small one on the sides as well, just to make sure holds them, and the other side as well as the bottom board. Now we'll just have to set up a couple of nails for the wire on the side. So now it's time to wire the frame. For that we need a spool of wire. I like to use a binder clip to hold the wire after I unfold required length, and we need a wire cutter. So we'll get some wire out. We'll use the binder clip to hold the wire where we'll get it on the end. So we'll start with the vertical one. We'll go through the top and bottom board holes. And wrap the wire around the nail, just like this. Cut the extra wire, and be careful, this should be sharp edge. That we drive the nail, but we need help to help. Now it's time to get this wire tight. We'll force a little bit in the wood to hold it, not too much, because on the bottom board that can be, this wire can cut deep and split the bottom board. Okay, now we get this one tight. Now wrap it around the second nail. Then we'll cut it and make sure it's wrapped tight. And drive the second nail. Now we get a bit more this wire for the horizontal and we'll weave it with those two vertical. So again we'll get wire to all holes. Over and under. Don't twist it. Just smoothly. Over under. secure the end of it around by wrapping around the nail. Then just now it's trying to get a wire tight and so each time I tie the wire, I pull it against the hole. Yeah, like this, so it stays tight. Okay. Now go around the nail a few times, cut the wood. And it's time to drive it through. And that's the vertical ones, the vertical wire, these ones, will provide additional stiffness, mostly for the frames that have to be used for honey harvest. So it will allow a little bit more speed when you spin the honey extractor. So after we set up the wire on the frames, as you can be seen, we'll set up the foundation on the frame. For that, we'll use a spur that has a tip of copper that has to be warmed up to lightly melt down some beeswax. I'm not sure if it's visible. The spur has a groove right in the middle of the spur, the wheel, that will ride the wire and embed it into the foundation. So to warm up the spur, we'll use a heat gun. It can be used a small torch or even set up on the burner on the stove. So we have the foundation. It's covered on one side by a piece of paper that's supposed to prevent different foundation pieces to stick to each other. So first we'll insert the foundation in the top groove of the frame. Some of the corners are not straight, so we can straighten them up, and then we'll just have it slide into the top groove. It can be seen right here. Then we'll put up the piece of paper to prevent the foundation to stick to the board that we'll use to press the wire against the foundation, beeswax foundation. Now that this one is set up. I just have to set up the square. Make sure it is really visible. Then beeswax will be doing this for melting. And we need to get that piece of copper relatively hot. Not too hot to melt through the foundation, but hot enough to lightly melt the beeswax around the wires, so the foundation will stick to the wires. With practice, so the thing is when the fire is hot, we have to go faster on the wires, and when as it starts to cool off, we have to go slower. Also, just light push against the wire so it doesn't go through foundation. And we'll repeat for all the wires. Sometimes it's good to press a little bit on the frame so get the foundation pushing against the wires. Now, vertical ones, the last one. Yep. You can see paper got a little bit thick. So the foundation is